Hey, have you ever noticed your favorite artist holding their pencil in this weird way? Well, they're not weird. They're actually avoiding using their wrist and trying to use their shoulder. There are two main grips that most people use. The first is called the tripod, and the second is called the overhand grip. Each of these grips has its own purpose, so in this video we're going to break that down. Hey guys, welcome to Arden's Vine, and my name is Becca. The tripod grip is probably the one that you do naturally because that's what we're taught in school and how we're taught to write our letters. Basically, it looks like we're holding the pencil with our fingers making a triangle. This grip is great for making short lines, like for shading and hatching. The second grip is called the overhand grip, and this one's a little bit different. Imagine holding your pencil, hovering over the paper, almost parallel, but not quite, using just your thumb and your pointer finger to hold the pencil, and then the other finger is resting lightly on the back end of the pencil. This grip lets you have more freedom of movement because the key is to use your whole arm and even your shoulder. Artists need to use this grip when they are drawing long lines called the gestural lines. But there are other reasons also. I use this grip even though I don't work with gestural lines. When I draw realistic portraits, my process is more like building like an architect would make a blueprint. If any of this is interesting to you, please hit the like and subscribe so that the YouTube algorithm will share the love. So which grip do you want to use and when? So which grip you want to use and when is conditioned on what you're trying to achieve at the moment. Using the tripod grip is when you are trying to get into the nooks and crannies, trying to get deeper value on your shading. But you want to use the overhand grip basically from the beginning to the end, except for the times that you want to switch to the tripod grip. You'll know when you need to use the tripod grip. I learned this technique when I was a student at an online atelier, so I used it because that's what I was taught. But even still today, I don't draw with creativity. I would better describe my process as more of like a math nerd, scientific, geometrical kind of way. My point is, I don't draw the gestural lines like the professionals do. I just don't find myself comfortable with that kind of drawing. I don't feel creative at all. I need hard and fast rules. I see the reference photo and my drawing as making a blueprint. That being said, I've become very comfortable holding the pencil with the overhand grip. I think this is especially because of how I was taught how to sharpen my charcoal pencils. You want to sharpen your graphite and your charcoal pencils to a really long point, like 2 inches long, which is what my next video will be about. How to sharpen your graphite and your charcoal pencil. So the overhand grip can be a bit awkward, but there are some really great, easy ways to get used to holding it like this. These are also practical warm-ups that they teach to do every day at the atelier and the art schools before you start working on your project. So, number 1, make 2 dots on your paper and practice connecting them with a straight line. Do this over and over, and when you get bored, make 2 new dots. Number 2, use any kind of straight edge to make a legit straight line, and then practice drawing a straight line over that line and next to it. Number 3, play with the angle of your pencil. This technique leads you into good shading technique. Another warm-up that you'll learn in art school is to practice making a good value table. A value table demonstrates your lightest shade to the very darkest shade. And a secret, this helps sharpen your pencil back to where you started.